Please introduce yourself, sir.
Well, my name is Shiv, and I born and raised in India. My native place is Uttarakhand, and by profession, I'm a government employee. As far as my academic qualification concerned, I'm done with my master in English, master in commerce, and this year I'm pursuing my master in economics. And moreover, I do teach English to beginners and intermediate speakers through different online applications as an unofficial English trainer. And I run my own YouTube channel by the name of English Fit Teacher Shiv, where I upload spoken English content at the same time some one-to-one conversational videos which we are having right now. So that's all from my side.
Okay, sir. So thank you for giving your introduction. Uh, yes, sir. Um,
Welcome.
my name is Chandana. My name is Chandana. I'm from West Bengal. And if I say about my qualification, I did my BA. I completed before 4 years back. And now I'm married. I'm a housemaker and I have a wonderful kid. So that's all about me. And also, if I say about my hobbies, I like to learn new skills and I like to speak with people and like to read also. And I'm now doing YouTube also. I started to upload my videos, source videos I upload related spoken English and also conversation video also I upload, and I have also Facebook page share. I same thing also I upload there, and that's all about me.
Well, that's really great. Delighted to hear that because these days I can observe so many homemakers and housewives are also interested in order to learn English. So that's really
Yes,
great
yes,
because what I believe, if a mother is educated, so your whole family is educated. If mother can speak English, so at least she could help her kids to teach English, and maybe
yes.
after a period of time, their kids can also speak in English. So that's a really a very good initiative has been taken by so many housemaker, and that's great. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, sure, sure. So we also want to do something. Actually, it's better to doing another wrong, like wasting our time in social media. So it's better to learn any knowledgeable skills, any language. So that's good.
correct. I agreed.
Okay. So how long have you been, sir, teaching?
Well, I've been speaking this for last 4 years, and I've been teaching this for last 2.5 years.
Okay, nice, great. So do you teach
Yeah.
offline or only online?
Yeah, well, I'm not a certified English trainer as of now, so I don't take any offline classes. I take only online classes, online sessions, at free of cost, because I believe if you start teaching others, if you start sharing your knowledge with people, definitely, ultimately, you are going to enhance your knowledge as well. So teaching is just my passion, and along with teaching, I'm very open-hearted to learn from my students. For example, when you start interacting with your aspirants, so they might ask you some question that you are not aware of. So in order to answer them, you have to have that deep research about it, and then only you can come up with an authentic information that you can share with your students. And that's how you can boost your knowledge as well. So that's what I believe.
Yes, yeah, correct. Okay. Please say something about your state, Uttarakhand. It's like I heard this is a nature is beautiful. It's a hills totally, or I don't know, hills area. Is it?
Yeah, it is. It is. It has so many uh, rivers. Our state has so many mountains, and it is completely a hill station. And talking about lakes, then waterfall, then forest and parks, wild animals. It's all kind of collection of nature or natural beauty. Snowfall is
Yes.
there. Then the people who are really fond of adventure activities, for example, river rafting, paragliding, and then you can say rock climbing, and yes, all these things are there in our state. And we, like, you can simply say it's a heaven on earth because our state consider as Devbhumi, which means the land of God and goddess, and we do have so many temples over here in our state, especially that four dhams, Kedarnath, Badrinath, and then Yamunotri, Gangotri. Every single temple, it has its own spacious story behind it. So yeah.
Okay, what's your main food? I mean, what do you eat in your daily, like in for lunch?
Well, normally we take rice and dal. That's it.
Okay, okay. Actually, like
Yeah.
Bihar, UP people, they eat too much like roti. So I thought maybe you people also eat roti for lunch.
No, in our state, most of the time people take rice and dal along with sabji, all right? Hardly
Mm.
some of them take chapati in their lunch. Otherwise, it's only about breakfast and dinner. They usually have chapatis in their meal.
Yes, yes, same. Okay. So how's the nature nowadays there? How's the weather? Sorry.
Well, winter has already started, so it's a bit cold, and temperature has decreased. It's low, but still in daytime, it's not that much cold. It's a very moderate temperature that you can easily survive, and you can go for picnic with your family. You can go for outing, anything else that you want to enjoy with your family. But yes, in the morning time and at night, it's too cold. It's really difficult to come out, and because our station is in hilly area, so here you can find a fog as well, in very early morning and sometime in evening time as well.
Yeah, I heard about Uttarakhand. Their road is not good, maybe. I don't know about all the areas, all the roads, but I heard about Uttarakhand's road are a little not good, like not straight and also not smooth. Is it correct?
Yeah, it is. It is because the road has been made by cutting some mountains, and there are so many curves there in that road. You would not find any straight and plain road in our area because in plain area it's very smooth and very flat land, but just because of geographical aspect and attributes, the terrain is very different in our area. So you can easily find so many curves in road. So that's why in hilly area, driving is a very important part of human being. Means the one who is a good driver is the only one who can drive a vehicle over there. But the people who come from plain area, if they would be not careful, so there are like accident could happen. So yes,
They can be face accident. Yeah, and
yes.
it's too much maybe hard. It's hills area to farm any paddy, like some vegetables to farm.
Yeah, it's difficult because everything is all depend on the weather, the climate, and because we don't have those water sources, we just need to depend on rain in a rainy season. So when like the farmers, when the people are just cultivating uh, vegetable or anything, a crop in their land, so they need to do a lot of hard work because we don't have that tractors and all which you can use for cultivation. Everything has to do with the hand. And yes, there are some places where people often use, um, I guess, ox for cultivation. But most of the time, whatever they do, they all depend on their handwork. Like it's a very difficult task because people are so hardworking over there. They are so strong and they believe on their perseverance. They believe that the more they will do hard work in the land, the more they can cultivate the crop, and that's how they can survive because they're all bringing survival, food, and resources. Everything all depends on their farming. Yeah.
Yes, okay. I want to ask, like, you are teaching for last 2 years. Yes, am I right?
Yeah, I've been
So,
teaching English
what?
for last 2.5 years.
Okay,
Mhm.
sir. Okay, sir. What do you want to suggest for others people who wants to learn? How can they start from beginning? Because the for beginning time, it's too much difficult. We get confused. Where should we learn? Where should we start to focus? So we feel confused. So we can't also learn. So could you please suggest any idea where should we learn? Start.
Well, I can suggest only those tips and tricks which I have been following since I started my journey to master this language. So basically, there are 7 and 8 points one has to keep in accounting in order to being fluent in this language. And these points are as follows. First thing, one has to evaluate himself that what is his level or what kind of standard he has in English because until unless he would not evaluate himself, he couldn't find the gap that he has to cover. Like this is my level, there I want to reach. So if he doesn't know, how could I decrease the gap and why this gap is there in his spoken part? So he couldn't improve. So evaluation will let him know about his weak points and the areas of weaknesses where he has to work upon. So that's the first thing. Now, second thing is that after evaluation, you must find one powerful reason for yourself to learn this language because until or unless you don't have burning desire from your inside, you don't have a fire inside you to master this language, you can't learn it the way you are expecting from your side because this strong reason will motivate you, teach you, guide you to learn this language with the core of your heart and not wasting your time anywhere in any useless stuff. All right. Now, third thing is that never ever expect for perfectionism from your side for English. As I told earlier in my previous session, that we are Indians and English is not our native language. So while learning, if you are making mistakes here and there, you should not feel ashamed about it. You should not feel low about you. It's not a subject to feel inferior, right? Accept it as we are not born with this language. So the fourth one is practice is something that you can't even avoid it. There's no substitution for practice. Learning a language is not a piece of cake for everyone, but for those who are determined, passionate, and who believe in their hard work can easily learn it. Now,
Yes,
you
yes.
have to be consistent towards your practice. Now, fifth one is I would suggest people to elevate their vocabs. The more they have terminologies and words in their mind, the better and incredibly they can express their ideas, their thoughts. to people as they could do in their first language. So learn at least two or three vocabs along with synonyms every single day and try to use those vocabs in your day-to-day spoken English. Now, sixth one is avoid grammar in initial stage. If you are a beginner or you are at intermediate level and you want to learn this language for speaking purpose, then you don't need to focus on grammar first. Rather, just go for flow, fluency. Once you reach on that level where you sound a bit confident and you can speak English without hesitation and shyness with anyone, then after you can go for accuracy, which implements grammar. But don't create a trap of grammar in initial stage. Now, this point is love your mistakes. People often afraid of making mistake. They feel that if I make mistake, people are going to laugh at me and they will criticize me. Forget about people, forget about your mistakes. We all are humans and we are allowed to make mistakes. We are not God. Everyone makes mistakes. Teachers make mistakes. Professional speakers make mistakes. Native speakers make mistakes. So we are just co-learners. We just started our journey of learning this language. So we are also allowed. But yes, once you are identified your mistakes, then you have to work upon it to fix it. Then only you sound flawless. Now, next one is English speaking environment. You just need to remember how did you learn your mother tongue. You have observed your parents, your siblings, and people around you. After observation, you started imitating the same, and after imitation, you learned your native language, your first language. And same goes with English. Try to talk with your family members, friends. If you didn't find anyone, so try to talk with yourself. If you are not comfortable with that as well, then you can install some online English platforms and you can take the help of AI applications. But all you have to do, you have to create an English speaking ambience for yourself to to maintain the exposure of this language. Right. Last but not least, LRWS, that is listening, reading, writing, and speaking. These all four modules are equally important as important water for fish. Listening audiobooks, podcasts, and speakers, or especially native speakers and teachers, will allow you to gain a lot of input in English. Then reading aloud will improve your pronunciation. You can learn so many new words. You can learn some basic sentence formation that you haven't acquainted with. And then the third, writing will improve your accuracy, which improves your grammar. When you write, you think first, so that's how you can develop your thinking English power. And speaking itself is a challenging task because speaking can be learned by speaking only. There is no alternative. So you need to train your mouth muscles, which you need to train your mouth muscles. You need to train your brain to speak English, to think in English, right? So if you are regular towards a practice, you have to enjoy the process of learning because learn bit fun is a good technique. You have to keep patience because people are so impatient these days and they are expecting result at a very early stage, and that's not possible. And avoid procrastinating because the tips and tricks which you have been learning so far, try to implement the same tips and tricks on ground. Then only you can see the result you are seeking for. So yeah, that's all from my side.
Okay, thank you for sharing. Okay,
You're welcome.
would you like to ask me something or do you have any question?
I just want to ask only one question to you. What do you think whenever someone is trying to learn this language, what kind of problems he is facing in the initial stage?
Yes, yes, yes. Because we can't find the root, like where we should learn. We feel afraid of grammar and we try to learn from the difficult. So then we feel afraid, we stop that. So we have to learn whatever we need to speak in a daily life. Like in a daily life, we use tense. Tense meaning time. So maybe I think we should try from tense. We should, we can, because in our every, I mean daily life, we use tense. So if we start from tense, we can learn quickly. And with do, does, simple things, we can start. And little bit grammar it's needs here, not difficult like when we studied in our class as a subject. There was difficult. I mean, grammar was too much hard to learn. So not need that much. We should learn little bit what it you're capable. I mean your capacity. Okay, how much you can learn. Try to learn. And uh, first of all, basic concept. We need to strong our basic foundation. After that, we have to speak. We have to focus on speak. When we we reach that position, we are able to speak, then we can focus on little bit other advanced level, like vocabulary also needs, because without vocabulary we can't learn. So tense, vocabulary, we can learn from beginning time. After that, also we can listen, watching, I mean more consuming the English content. If we consume more content, then we will interest, we can focus. Because sometimes what we do, we watch or we consume little bit, not too much, I mean English content, then we can't concentrate. After few days, we forget about our focus. So we need to first consume more content about, I mean everything should be in English. That's all. And also writing also, personally what I used to do, still now I try to do whatever I did my whole day, whatever I did whenever I used to go to sleep. Before going to sleep, I used to write whatever I did. I used to explain. I used to explain there. Then whatever I did mistake, I used to find myself my mistakes, and I try to correct them. Then that is the best way to find your mistake yourself and correct yourself, and try to work on that. Like you are making mistakes on grammatically, and you should then work on grammatically. You have to practice more grammatically because you are weak in grammar. If you are doing mistake another thing, so you have to find your mistake, main thing, and you have to correct them.
Yeah, that's correct. Wonderfully explained, and I do agree with your each and every single point, whatever you have mentioned over here. So, if you have any other question that you want to ask to me, so you can ask. Otherwise, or we can wrap up this call.
Okay, now for now I don't have any question, so we can end.
Okay, fine. Okay,
Okay.
thank you for connecting with me, giving your precious time. It was really a constructive and informative session with you. So thanks for connecting, and in future definitely we'll connect again, and we'll talk about something else to related to English only. So bye bye, take care, see you around.
Bye bye. Thank you.